Hi, I'm Rev Myron with Pathways of Light. I've been a minister with Pathways of Light for 15 years now, and I've been studying A Course in Miracles since 1981. I um, I love the courses that Pathways offers. They are wonderful. The ministerial courses are terrific, and I very much enjoy facilitating them. If you're going to if you are a Course in Miracles student, I just can't think of a better system, a better way to prepare for your spiritual ministry than these courses. There's also another set of courses that Pathways of Light offers, and these are called Practitioner's Training Program, and there are 24 of those courses. I've done them all, and some of them I've done several times. Many of them I've done several times. I love these courses, obviously. I have 24 favorite courses because it just depends on which one I'm working with. That's my favorite at the moment. Talking to people about these courses who've done them with me, everyone agrees they are just beautifully put together. Let me see if I can show you. This is how it comes. For instance, this is one I've just finished working on. It comes in a very nice binder. It has 2 CDs that will have meditations on them, as well as just general information that you can listen to while you're doing other things. Cleaning the house or driving in the car, or whatever. Whenever you have a moment to listen, and having that playing in the background, that just absorbing that information is very helpful. It also there's also a booklet that comes with it, and the booklet has the information that we use for our study. One of the reasons why these courses are so very helpful is that it helps you to get it using several of your senses. For instance, you read it. It sends you to A Course in Miracles and asks you to read a certain section. And as you're reading, you're reading it there. Then you come back to the booklet, and there'll be thoughts on the section that you read, and you're reading that as well. It might ask you to write some quotes down from little sections from what you just read. It helps us to focus our mind on a specific idea. And it slows you down. I've noticed that when I'm reading A Course in Miracles sometimes, and anything really, I can just be reading through it without really absorbing it. And so this helps us to slow down and really pay attention. Besides reading it in that way, it also has practice. And of course, what is the point of really understanding something, no matter how deeply you understand it, if you're not going to put it into practice? And so this helps us very much to put A Course in Miracles into practice. It'll have a process, perhaps, where it will make a suggestion. Here's something you can do during the day. And then after you've done this a few times, practice this a few times, well, then write what your experience was. How did it feel to do that? What did it change anything whenever you were doing it? And then after you do that, will you meet with your mind healing partner? I meet by phone generally because most people I work with don't live near me. And we meet once a week, and we talk about it. I tell her what it is that I got from it, how my week went, how this study affected my week. I read to her. It has periodically through the book, it'll say, share with your mind healing partner. And so I share with her what I wrote. And then she will share with me. There's something about sharing, I think, that is extremely important. We're joining together for the same purpose. And it's a holy instant. It's a holy instant when we do that. I do this in two different ways. I work one-on-one with people, like I was just talking about, but I also have groups. Sometimes we study in a group. In fact, I have one group that we've been studying together now for quite a while. We've done maybe 10 courses together. And there's such bonding there because we are sharing on a very deep level in a way that you don't typically share with people. We're very supportive of each other. And so there, either way that you do it has its advantage. I don't know, I just can't say enough about these courses. I've enjoyed them so much. It's wonderful whenever, I don't care how many times I do it. Every time I do it, I seem to grow. And it just to be able to reach a new depth of understanding and a new depth of in my practice. And I really grow from it. And I've noticed that other people do too. And it's wonderful to watch other people grow through the process of doing the courses. At the end of each course, we do an assessment, and I just wanted to give you an idea of how this works for other people. I wanted to read a couple of the assessments from this particular course. And this person, Jane, she said, "This is one of the most lovely Pathways of Light courses that I've taken, and I've taken at least 10. It is like a mini Course in Miracles. Certainly, the basic principles of A Course in Miracles are covered in this course. I feel I could take it again starting tomorrow and get just as much from it. This is a rich one for sure. Willingness, seeing the world as meaningless, hiding from my true identity, understanding what guilt is, projection, and letting go of false ideas of separation are just some of the helpful things that I learned." She said the peace, when asked what were the most valuable things that she gained from this course, she said that peace comes from the relinquishment of the ego thought system, that I'm not the victim of the world I see. What I experience is always the effect of my thoughts and not the cause. I'm in the kingdom of heaven now, but I cannot experience that if I'm not first at peace. When I choose for peace, I choose for God. I am one right now with Jesus and all my brothers and sisters right now. Everything is now. When asked what comments she had regarding her experience of the Course, she said, "My understanding of A Course in Miracles has deepened immeasurably through working with the material in this course. My relationship with the Holy Spirit and with Jesus is also deepened. I see my brothers and sisters differently. I see myself differently. I see the world differently than when I started this course. Now and oneness are no longer abstract principles to me, but gifts of peace and love from God, which are so enriching. The peace of God is everything I want. It's no longer a platitude. It is just the truth." And another person wrote something. I'm just going to read this one thing that she wrote because I thought it was very important. She said, "This was the best course I've had. If only I'd done the practitioner courses in order, I would have done this very early on, which could have been wonderful. I think many people would benefit from having this be the first practitioner's course they do. But it was wonderful now, even after 10 other classes, and just what I needed for where I am on the path." There are many glowing reports of how these courses have been helpful. If you're interested in going deeper and getting a better practice with A Course in Miracles, I highly recommend these. Thank you.